Here are my top 5 moves for the new season. If you're the type of player that pretty much knows everything already and you're looking for something new, this is the right video for you. I want to let you know that these moves are very situational. That means that you can use them, but I recommend you use them in specific situations. Throughout this video, I will be explaining those moves and those situations. Then you'll see for yourself how overpowered they are. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you find these moves helpful. That way you'll be one of the fizzy pops. But anyways, we got some work to do. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
Good job!
By the way, these moves are mainly for controller players, but if you're on PC and you play keyboard and mouse, then this can be for you too. To be honest, it really doesn't matter, but it is still mainly for controller players. But anyways, the first situation for the first move is basically when you're building up and somebody's directly on top of your builds, just chasing you around, like trying to wait until you do a double edit, double reset, or just like a simple edit exposing yourself. What they tend to do is just sit on top of your builds and wait until that happens. Here's what you can do. You're in a tunnel, of course, right? When you go up to edit out, can't look back and reset this comb, because if you do, they're going to be in your face, you know. They're going to be all in your personal space. They're going to pre-fire you or whatever, you know. Also, you can't just keep spamming this and then looking back, because they could be standing on this ramp potentially. Like if they're on this ramp, like let's say they're right here and you flip this ramp back, now they're like in your personal space. Even if you're still going up like that, they're still on this ramp, right? Really don't have that much room to work with, and of course they have the advantage because you're kind of stuck with your map in your hand. Same situation, right? Instead of going through like that, you edit this wall right here. Once you edit this wall, you look back instantly. You put a high wall up as high as you can, and then you land on a ramp and you put a floor. So I'm gonna jump out like this, like that. You can also put a ramp up for extra protection as you're going back out, like to the top. You can also put a wall and the cone right here and flip it and keep going up. If you don't want to do that, you can also edit, put a cone, reset this wall, and then continue going up out the side like that. So basically, right, same thing. Another way you can do this is you can go out like this, right? Same way. Edit this whole top half peanut butter like that. You know, depending on where they are, you could just jump up and shoot them. If you want to do like a nice little peek, you could also edit this floor like this, jump up, hit that wall and shoot. Alright, now it's time for the second move. Let's say you're doing a retake, right? And you want to turn side to side. But the only problem is you're fighting somebody that knows how to tag you when you do that. That's because when you go outside to side, you have a blind spot and they know how to take advantage of it. So you try your best not to go outside to side. I have just a thing for that. Right here is a whole entire window. Like I'm not even covered. Even if I put walls up like this, I was still open for a split second. And this right here can cost us precious HP. And the best way to prevent this is to actually make a mistake. And what I mean by that is, like, you know how you make that mistake when you're building out like this to the side and you put 2 ramps going down like that right there. You just go up, 2 ramps down. That does seem a little bit odd, right? But if you think about it, right? That same little window is going to be covered up. You see that? And I know you may be thinking, what about this little wall thing? What about that? What do we do when we get to that? Same thing applies, it's still covered up, and I'm going to explain how. Now look, let's say I'm building up, right? Before I even go all the way out and build all of that stuff, I'm going to put 2 ramps, one right here, and I can look right here and put the other one. I don't even have to look that far, right? The floor and the ramp. And as I'm walking into this ramp, I'm going to edit this floor. Look up, put 2 high walls. Edit this wall, continue going, right? And what this does is cover up my blind spot until I can build that wall. Once these 2 walls are placed, I'm covered up regardless. But that blind spot that I had until I got there was still open. As long as you put these 2 ramps first, before you put those walls, these 2 walls as you're going out, you're still going to be covered. You're going to be covered regardless. If they're at an angle and they're behind you, either they're on this side or above you right here, this whole entire side is covered. This next move is extremely easy. Let's say you're in a situation where you're in your own box, but you have a ramp on top of you, so you really can't make that many moves. Well, at least not until you move the ramp out the way. But there's one problem. When you jump up to flip that ramp, you lose track of them. And not only that, when they spray your ramp out, you have bad crosshair placement. And if you wanted to build that same ramp again, you would have to jump up and look down. And then you would have to look back up again just to look at them. And it's just the same repeating pattern of bad crosshair placement and losing your opponent. If anything, you won't even be able to put the ramp in time because it takes you too long to jump up. So try this instead. When they're on your wall like this, just spraying you and you don't have like anywhere to go, and you want to pre-fire them, but you really don't have any room to, and you don't have like a backup just in case that doesn't work. A lot of times we tend to do this, right? jump up, do. We lose them, they spray us out. Same thing again. Ramp breaks. Our crosshairs down here. We have to look back up at them to shoot them, then look right back down as fast as we can with this ramp. Once again, we lose them all over again. And especially if we're under this ramp like this, we would have to look all the way to our right, look it all the way up to the front, walk back, jump up, and then confirm. That's a lot of actions, right? The key thing, or the main thing you can do right here, if you're in this situation and somebody's spraying you, what you can do as fast as you can, right? Grab this ramp, flip the ramp forward, just like that. I know this may not seem like a crazy tip, or it may seem like the most simplest, easiest thing you can possibly do, but it's extremely overpowered. Imagine you're in a fight, right? And somebody's on your wall like this, and instead of you doing like this to flip it, all you have to do is this right here. Boom. Somebody's on this wall too. Boom. Edit that ramp down. Now somebody's back on this wall. Boom. And when they're spraying you, trying to get inside your box like earlier, you can free fire them if you want to. They shoot you out. Boom. Free fire. Edit that ramp back. And let's say they kept doing that, right? A crosshair is aimed at their body, right? I don't have to look up. I don't have to flip this ramp. When I get shot at, I don't have to look back up, this, that, and the other, right? All I have to do is just keep my gun aimed at them the whole entire time. And then when that same ramp break, I get to shoot them. And I don't have to worry about readjusting and doing this, that, and the other. Don't forget to use code Frizzy in the Fortnite item shop. Thank you to everyone that uses it and everyone that plans on using it. Ain't nothing but love for all y'all. Like I tell everyone that I care about, we all gotta make it somehow. So shout out to all my supporters. This next move is for when you don't have any mats. Like I said before, this is very, very situational. But let's say you're inside of a building, right? And you only have one wall up and somebody's waiting for you to edit it. If you do this trick, you can catch them off guard by doing something unpredictable. And here's exactly what that move is. To set this up, all you have to do is just put a ramp like that on your back. Then put a wall right here. Go out, put a wall right here. Boom, boom, boom. Right here, wall right there. The goal is to trick them into getting right here on this side, because off rip, a lot of people think that you're gonna edit this wall right here, go out, reset it, edit it, and then shoot them like this, right? As soon as I drop it, I expect her to be sitting there waiting to one point me every single time. But let's say you didn't want to make a wide edit, right? When you're in this type of situation, as soon as you edit out, of course, your wall is gonna be like this. It's gonna be open, but it's still gonna be covered on this whole entire half side. Pulling this off may seem a little tricky, but all you have to do is edit this wall right here one more time and confirm it. And if you have really good control, you can put a wall between here, and you can edit it, and also still shoot between all of this right here, right? It works even better if you have a cone, but you still show more of yourself if you're sitting on top of a cone. But the foundation of this really just involves this ramp and a wall. Only reason I said put a wall right here earlier is just so that they can't just walk around this side. Once again, let's say I'm fighting somebody and they just, they have everything on this side and I really can't do anything. Could be stuck like this inside or in front of their box, right? And they could have this little, peanut butter edit on you or whatever, right? Once you flip this ramp, if they go out the side, edit, still get a nice shot, right? I could barely see her, but if she was peeking even more damage, you feel me? And it's just a cheeky little shot you could do, right? Once again, if you want to get more damage, you can put a comb right here. Also put a wall up for extra protection. And now you can see even more inside of this box. See what I'm saying? Last but not least, this is one of the most overpowered moves ever. It works against really good players. It's the perfect defensive and aggressive move. I talked about it before, but it's just so OP, I had to bring it back up. I mean, come on, why wouldn't I? But anyways, here's what that move looks like. Now we know for a fact that if we keep sitting on this wall, they could bleed shots through, or they could even take it. And that's what we don't want to happen. So as soon as they spray this wall, they break it, I want you to shoot them, pre-fire, build your own wall. At that point, you edit this cone upward, edit this wall to the left side of you, 2 cones, put walls all up and through here, right? And then you reset this, the same cone right here. And depending on if the wall is broken fully, whether or not if they have an edit on you or not, while they're on this wall spraying you, trying to get it weak or whatever. Also, when you have an angle like this, make sure you have a floor above your head. And as you can see with this floor, I drop right back down as soon as possible. I can jump up, give me a headshot, and I fall right back down in place without showing my body as much. Pretty much the same rules apply. If I don't have this wall, I'm going to edit for them, whether it's on this side or it's on this top half right here. I can edit for them. When I'm inside of this box, reset this cone, hit this top half, go for a maxi. And if they manage to get in, like get through this wall and then get inside your other box, all you have to do is just reset this wall, hit this cone back. You can either go at the top, look down on them right here, or just reset this wall like this, hit this cone back, hit this wall behind you, put walls like this, right, comb, and put a ramp on your neck, and then you go out here in the back, add this wall back like this, so you can get a clear view. You need to do a peanut butter, When you go out here to this point, once again, drop this wall. Boom. Set that wall back. Get even closer. Boom. Get that wall back. Same thing applies. Right here. Still inside your box. You know, go to the top. But anyways, that's it for this video. Thank y'all for watching. Hopefully you can use these 5 moves as they're intended in every situation I explain. Shout out to all y'all. We're all winners. You can do whatever you put your mind to, as long as you put your all into it. Thank you for your support. Anyways, that's it. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out and bye.